Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we have a whole new little collection from Milk Makeup to look at. We are going to look at the newly reformulated Sunshine Skin Tint. We are going to look at some of these little chalks, these little pigment chalks that can be used on eyes, cheeks, lips, nose, stomach, wherever you want to use them. I don't know why you would use them on your stomach, but you go for it. And we're going to look at the Electric Glossy Lip Plumper. So we got 3 brand new products released, right around the same time by Milk. And you know, Milk is such an interesting little brand. I really like them. Their Hydro Grip Primer is amazing. Their Blur Stick, if you've never used it, is fantastic. Really, really works. So Milk can be a little bit hit and miss with me, but really they're mostly hit. They're a fun, really youthful brand. And I will tell you in advance, I am having a lot of fun with these products. So let's talk about each of them. The first thing we have is the Sunshine Skin Tint. This has been out before and you might have tried it and loved it. Supposedly you will love it more. Now it is kind of made better, the newly redone. It is $42, broad spectrum SPF 30 in a combination of chemical and physical sunscreen, which is very common for those two to work together. And it is silicone free and has been reformulated to be reef safe with the SPF that's in there. So we save the coral reefs and all the little creatures that live in there. This is also has no zinc and no flashback now. So I guess the previous version would get a little flashback on camera, and we're on camera so much these days, aren't we all? We really are. So no flashback on these. They've upgraded the packaging so that it is TSA friendly and safe and won't clog. So there's like a roller ball in here that I've made a little bit of a mess of. So let me clean that off so that you can see it better. There's a roller ball here that you pump up. You'll see in the demonstration that we pump up the product from the bottom pump here and then roll it on with a roller ball, and it has been reformulated so that it doesn't clog, and this cap is airtight so that there's no oxidation or color change of the product inside. So it's completely airtight. They're going to be refills, they say, coming soon. So I don't know how that would work, but with this upgraded packaging, it is more eco-friendly, which is very, very nice of them. Lots and lots of colors to choose from. I can't remember exactly how many, so I'll drop that down below on the screen here. But I think I did okay on my color choice. You are seeing it a little bit now, but we are going to apply it and you'll see how this roller ball works. I also want to talk to you about the chalk. So this is not a pressed pigment. It's kind of a loose pigment. And what it does is it comes in. So each little piece of chalk, let me show you this. You get this little container that says Milk on it. You know their packaging is adorable. And then you flip open this little plastic lid and this little guy comes out. You could put your brush in and use it there. You could use it with your finger. You could reuse this. I'm sure they'll be selling refills. And then this is a chalk. It's actually a piece of messy chalk. It is a little bit messy. And as you use it, you will peel off the paper to get at more of the pigment in there. Okay, and it can be used with your finger. It can be dropped, obviously. It could be used with a brush. I got 3 colors, which I have already put on my arm here for you guys to see. This really pretty pink shade, which I'm going to make a little bit darker for you. This kind of golden caramel shade, and this really pretty emerald green. And I'm going to use this today in our demonstration on lips and on cheeks. Not on lips. I want to use it on lips, but I'm going to use it on cheeks and on eyes. But it can also be used on lips, as it's kind of a product, you know, that's multifunctional. And the third thing that we have, the chalks, by the way, let me tell you, are $18 each, and there are 14 shimmer shades. I neglected to say that. I got 3, but there are 14. And they can also be used wet or dry, as pretty much all pigments can, but Milk wants to remind you that you can, you know, make a liner of it if you have a nice little tiny brush and you want to get it wet, or spray it with a little bit of Fix Plus or something. You can use these wet or dry. And they really have a nice little color payoff, don't they? They're adorable. And then last but not least, the Electric Glossy Lip Plumper for $25. I chose this shade right here, which is kind of it doesn't say on there, but I'll put that down what shade I chose. And this has a Szechuan pepper in it, which sometimes makes me jump out of my skin. Have you guys ever tried the Oh, who makes it? That one that's a bee sting? Is that Too Faced, the bee sting one? My daughter and I once had a contest where we put that on and sat there to see who could handle it longer. She was fine with it. I was running around like my hair was on fire. So we'll see how I do with this one today. But it's a really pretty shade. And the Szechuan pepper, they say if you use it 2 times a day, it plumps your lips and smooths lines and gives more volume, they say, over time if you use it 2 times a day. But it's certainly a very pretty color. I do have it on now, I will warn you, and it's a bit tingly, but so far I'm not running around screaming. You should have seen me with that bee sting stuff. Is that Too Faced? Oh my goodness, I was just running around. I cannot handle that. So we're going to try all 3 of the products from this new Milk line, and you are getting a little bit of a preview right now. This line is a lot of fun, so I hope you stick around and play with it all with me right now. Okay, let's start with our Sunshine Skin Tint. Turning my mirror around here. I rolled this up just a little bit on the roller ball just to get it working because I hate to struggle with it on camera, to be honest. And I kind of looked, I think I did okay on choosing a color. So let's just roll it on. It's a roller ball. So let's do some stripes there. And I think you can use your hand. You can use a brush. You can use whatever you want. Well, I guess I'll use a little bit of a brush here. If you watched my Marc Jacobs video, that is full coverage, and I went a little too light. And it ended up looking a little bit like a pale mask. It wasn't bad after it was bronzed up, but it wasn't the best. This is a very, very light coverage, which is a little bit more my speed. And it looks like, oh, you know, I didn't do too bad. It's a tint, so that is a lot more forgiving than a fuller foundation coverage. But let's do a little more. It feels really nice. And it's very glowy. So for my dry skinned, okay, we're going to click and get a little bit more of it here. Because if not, I'm just using this roller ball. Ooh, I got a lot more of it. Okay, let's do it this way. For my dry skinned friends out there, this will make you very happy without it looking like it needs too much powder. I mean, you know, a lot of people have been talking to me about the Becca Doing Tint, and some of you really love it, and others of you think it still needs too much powder. So this looks like a nice happy medium, and you've also got your sunscreen in there. Not too bad, very pretty. Let me turn this away. Very pretty, very glowy. I'm looking in the viewfinder there, sorry. Okay, we need to add in some concealer, and then let's get going with all of these other cool products that we have from. Okay, quick word about the tint. I've added in some concealer just so you can kind of see now. This is the base completely finished. I didn't powder. I didn't even put on any primer because I'm really just testing it out. Although the Milk Hydro Grip Primer is really good if you're looking for it. For a primer, it's really good. Just a quick word. I mean, it's probably just because I'm a little bit of a slob, but I pumped the roller ball up, as you saw, a little bit too much. And it can get a tad bit kind of messy. So I'd have to wipe that off and maybe lose some product. But, you know, it's supposed to be travel friendly, TSA friendly, and if this were in your bag, it certainly would make a mess. That's really an airtight cap. But I did want you to know, don't be a little pumping up piggy like I am and make a mess of it. That was my fault. Okay, so we got some cheek color, lip color, eye color. I've got 3 colors here, as I told you. So let's see. I kind of want to do something on the cheeks with this pink. So, okay. You got to be careful because when this comes out, I mean, it's chalky. And it does get kind of everywhere. Okay, so what if I took... I mean, would I put this on my... Okay, I'm figuring this out with you guys. Why would you want to use this on the cheek? Because it's so like a highlighter. Let's see. I mean, I think this is all supposed to be used kind of with finger. That's not bad, actually. Maybe I'll put some of this on the eye. It's too dark to be a highlight. Maybe on the lips that would be pretty, but I want to use the other color on the lips. It's kind of pretty, actually. Let's see if it shows texture. Not really. I mean, it's, you know, it's not perfect because it's a bit metallic. There's a little bit of a scent to it. I can't place it. It's not gross or anything. It's not floral. It's not perfumey. But it's definitely a scent. Interesting. Okay. I don't know what you'd call this scent. because I know some of you are really sensitive to scents, and I'm sensitive to your sensitivity. It's not a gross smell or anything, but it is a scent. Okay, so that's kind of pretty, huh? I kind of like it. I'm not sure. Okay, so we have two, and this stuff here, it gets on your hands and stuff, just like be prepared. And it's metallic. They're all metallic. All the shades are metallic. So I'm just putting this pretty kind of caramel shade onto a brush, and I'm just kind of brushing it onto the eyes. And I don't know, I mean, should I just be applying this straight to the eye? I don't really think it matters. I mean, you could. Let's see. I'm just trying to get kind of a quick eye look and just kind of see what we think. Oh, I want to use this other side because it sticks out more. I don't even think you really need to take it out of the... See, but you're going to be rolling down the paper as you use the product. And then I think this holder keeps you, you can stick your brush down in it and it keeps you from getting messy with the pigment, because this isn't really shadow. This is, I want to say pressed pigment, but it's not pressed. It's like almost halfway between pressed and loose pigment. Okay, so this is just a little bit here. Let's put a little under the eye using another Sonia G brush. I'm really liking the glowy look of this base. It's very pretty. And I like that it has SPF. I have to use it quickly if it has SPF. When SPF gets old on me, it breaks me out. Okay, so that's just that one kind of caramel color. And then I have this super fun green color. Let's see what we can do with that. I'm going to put a Sonia G brush in there. This green color right here. I do like that these aren't, okay, they were a pigment, right? So I was kind of afraid at first that it would be too wild and not buildable, but no. I mean, depending on how much I smoosh my brush in there is how much I'm getting. And it's actually quite subtle and very pretty. And I like the colors that I chose, and I like them together. I didn't want to get, you know, there's what, 14 shades of this? And I thought, what if I hate it? So I just kind of wanted to get enough to just see what it would be like on the eyes. It's kind of pretty, isn't it? Let me get a little under. And what if we go back with that pink? What if we go back with that pink and just kind of take that pink on my finger and just also kind of put it in the center? Or maybe in the corners. Well, that's kind of pretty. All right, let me get some eyeliner on there and mascara, and then let's come back and take a look at this lip product. I don't know if I'm going to jump 100 feet or not out of my skin. So you might be as surprised about this as I am. I thought it would be cute, but not really. This is pretty. Look at the finished eye look with the complexion, with the chalk on the cheeks, without showing a lot of texture. Look at the glow, no powder over it. And this eye look is actually really subtle and pretty and kind of just up my alley. I didn't know when I heard pigment what this would be like. I'd like to try more of these 14 colors, not just this 3. This is really pretty. And I don't hear a lot of people raving about this. I thought it might be fun for, you know, just to try on. I'm going to wear these a lot. This is a really pretty eye look. I've got a little more green on one side than the other, but I can fix that. In fact, let me fix that now, and then we're going to try this lip that has this Szechuan pepper in it. There we go. Okay. I'm scared. Okay, so this should... It's not hurting yet. When does it start? Does it come on like a hurricane? No. Okay, I'm not feeling any burning. A little bit. And supposedly if you use this twice a day, it smooths out your lips. Pretty color. This kind of gentle... Wait a minute. I'm not hating this. I'm liking this. I don't feel any burning. I don't feel like I'm going to jump out of my skin. What? I like this. You guys, you know what? For the chalk is $18 each. That might be, I mean, you get a lot of pigment in there. I know it's small, but you get a lot. Okay, the lips are starting to tingle, but nothing annoying. And I hate when my lips tingle, so I'm liking it. I like the glow. It feels really summery though. This doesn't really feel like a winter collection. For California where I am, that's fine, but it doesn't really feel wintry. It feels really spring, summer. This collection is pretty, period, end of sentence. I am surprised that I am liking it this much. Now the lips are feeling tingly in a pepperminty way. I'm not saying that it smells peppermint or is peppermint. I'm just saying in that peppermint tingle way that you get, but there's no real smell to it. The only thing that has a bit of a scent, not the foundation does not, these guys have a little bit of almost like a botanical smell, nothing annoying, and it certainly goes away. But I even liked this pink on the cheeks, and I would like to try this on the lips as well. I like this collection. It's a lot of fun. Let me know if you've heard about it, if you're going to try it. If you're looking for something new and fun to try, I encourage you to. I like it. It's really fun. And it's not too much money. It's not going to break the bank. Milk is so young and fun. And I am going to leave this look on because I like it. I think it's really pretty. Drop a comment and let me know what you think. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I sure hope you did. And don't forget to subscribe, please. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.